Check 1, 2.
Well, I have seen snow, it fell in May, and I have seen rain on cloudless days. Some things are always bound to change. There ain't no ash to burn. Love is a precious thing, I'm told. It burns just like West Virginia coal. But when the fire dies down, it's cold. There ain't no ash to burn. You say this life is not your lot, but I can't be someone that I'm not. You can't so-gate fire that we ain't got. There ain't no ash to burn. Love is a precious thing, I'm told. It burns just like West Virginia coal. But when the fire dies down, it's cold. There ain't no ash to burn. Within every life there comes a time when there are no more tears to cry. We must leave someone dear behind. There ain't no ash to burn. Love is a precious thing, I'm told. It burns just like West Virginia coal. But when the fire dies down, it's cold. There ain't no ash to burn. Love is a precious thing, I'm told. It burns just like West Virginia coal. But when the fire dies down, it's cold. There ain't no ash to burn. Thank you very much. We started in the middle. I don't know which way to go. I feel like I'm picking between my two children. Alright. James says I love Garner more, so Garner, it's your turn. I met Garner on jdate.com back in 2011 in the Just Friends section.
Like this song, Brian?
Thank you, Brian. Dressed to impress. It's been a while, you know. It's been since we all got together. It's rest in peace, Tate Meyer.
We're all here celebrating his life tonight.
He's still alive, but we're still celebrating his life.
And I think he's resting in peace at night, I think, hopefully.
Yeah, probably not. But,
Yeah, probably not. We all know tape.
We can still celebrate his life. I think he brought us all together, so. I was gonna say this one goes out to him, but it has nothing to do with him. But this one goes out to Tate Mahi. 4:30 in the morning, it's hard to see the brighter side of life. And the silver linings never paint the pictures that I thought I'd made me find. But the last call from last night, choices I probably shouldn't make. With everything I would have known, I thought I'd think I'd treat them all the same. I keep looking for a reason to retire while I can still be high. At least it would be easy on my body and even easier for my mind. I'd love to greet the sunrise and each and every day with a smile. But the caffeine running through my veins can only carry me so many miles. And this high on the whiskey, liquored of life, everyone around you knows it's do or die. You're just living by your motto, biting more than you can chew. Yeah, reaching for an answer, you pray will keep you true. Or running on a reason that for every chance you take, you're bound to lose. I'm wide awake and too tired, the same lines I suffer every week. And everyone's suggestions on how to live my life, they were me. See, listen with your eyes, but believe me, I'm hanging on every word. If only I was twice my age, and maybe I wouldn't find it half absurd. And it stays for just a while. When it goes, it's bound to leave you with a smile. Yeah, maybe it was worth that one extra mile down the road on your own. I'll keep my heart in the gutter those special days and know to be true. 'Cause every time you get your hopes up, man, they'll turn around and shit on you. If living was as easy as the sleep that I'd lose every night, I'd be winning back the time I have lost, all the tears I have cried.
Garner, Sloan. I looked down at all the musicians up here on stage, and we were all tapping our foot to that one. That was kind of just one of those
Did you
ones.
say you look
Yeah,
down
we're on the same level.
Yeah, we're just right
How are you looking down?
That just goes to show what kind of person Brian Broussard is. Just
Golly.
looking down from his ivory tower.
Jesus.
It's like, no, y'all can play lead like I can.
Tell us about the
looking
pentatonic scale,
down from
Brian.
my ivory tower at these musicians at the Saxon pub, and then I realized I don't really give a fuck. No, was a great tune, man. Just wanted to say, I think it was in everybody's bones. I think everybody just kind of wanted to get up and toe tap to that
Well,
one.
I'm glad they didn't.
I like how Brian wanted to give you a compliment, and everyone's immediate reaction was just to shit on him for it.
Man, I'm in a group chat with like 11 other guys and that I call my closest friends, and they do that to me and everybody else every single day, so I'm just kind of numb to it at this point. No,
God, I love being the only one.
None of these guys are actually in that group chat, so yeah, I might be looking down on y'all. I'm happy to be here. It's been a minute since I've had just a quality gig, and this is one of my favorite gigs in town, and it just makes me think. I used to live about a mile and a half down the road, and I used to love it when I'd get booked at this gig because I could basically just kind of walk here, and I miss those days. But I'm in Buda now, but things are looking up, and I'm happy to be here with all y'all, and thanks for having me, Brian. It's good to be here. When I woke up, I saw the sun was shining. Through my bedroom window, I ain't lying. And I'm leaving these blue days back behind me. I don't wanna think about bad times no more. Well, I've been high, hell, I've been low, living fast and dying slow. Oh, it's been a long time since you and all them days you put me through, hey. When I went to leave, the sun met me at my back door. The southbound breeze whispered to me, don't worry anymore. And I hit the highway hollering, pushing that pedal to the floor. I'm going where that ocean meets the shore. Well, I've been high, hell, I've been low, living fast and dying slow. Oh, it's been a long time since you and all them days you put me through. Well, I've been high, hell, I've been low, living fast and dying slow. Oh, it's been a long time since you and all them days you put me through. Work. Thank y'all.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name's Kathryn Legendre. Super honored to be back here. As I interrupted you earlier, it is really cool because all of these people were some of the first people I ever played music with in Austin. I was not necessarily pursuing music in this way when I moved to Austin, and the fact that all of these people gave me a chance and still do to this day is super cool. So it's really nice to be back, and we're all still here, kicking, playing, writing songs, and playing music.
Yeah.
I think I saw your first gig ever. I could be
Probably.
wrong.
I'm sorry.
But we were at that place on the east side that you guys had that.
Oh, Sahara Lounge. That's
Sahara
not my
Lounge.
first one, but Sahara
Probably
Lounge was
close
very
to
good
it.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the early days, though.
I saw some of your first performances of songs.
No
and
doubt.
That was,
Yes, you did.
That was super good. That was cool.
That was a good place for a lot of us. I feel like they gave us residencies for years to help us work on our stuff.
Yeah, it was really the beans
Yeah,
that
it's for the
brought
beans.
us in.
There's a lot of protein in beans.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, but I've become a nutritional coach.
You look like it.
Thus the suit.
Yes.
You know? Nobody takes nutritional approaches seriously in tank tops anymore.
Well, I'm gonna play a song that it's an earlier song that I wrote, but it was one of the songs that I wrote early on in my doing this that I felt really proud of, and I've since learned to trust that feeling more and more. But this is one called Tug River Valley. Baby's been up since before the dawn. Back in my lunch with the slippers on. The sun will shine soon, no, it won't be long. Over my pride, Appalachia home. A westbound train's rolling down the tracks. Carrying a load upon its back, making speed with each every mile. For the faithful servants and the dark minds. 'Cause these hills are holy, and I was born to tell the story of all things in my world on the sea. All the beauty and pain here, they're one and the same. I'm gonna testify for the Tug River Valley. Sunday comes, we'll meet the Lord. The fresh, clean faces second in a row. The lights for fever and a column fade. Like the Tug River Valley sees brighter days. 'Cause these hills are holy, and I was born to tell a story of all things in my world on the sea. And all the beauty and pain here, they're one and the same. I'm gonna testify for the Tug River Valley. I'm gonna testify for the Tug River Valley. Thanks, y'all.
That's good.
He knows every chord to her songs. You don't know any of the chords to my songs. And don't use that they're married bullshit excuse.
Well, I mean, we're not married. I can use
You
that
would
excuse.
rely on that. That's
Yeah.
horse shit.
I'm gonna fall back on that one. I've asked a few times and you've always denied me every time. Just
You
because
learn the fucking chords to my
just
songs,
we're
I'll
drunk
marry
doesn't
you.
mean it's not real. Alright. Now I forgot what I was doing. I've never had a plan. These plans just change. I like to think I'm a man, but now being one strange. I'll keep swimming upstream. Think it's just another mile. Worried I'll run out of steam. before I find my smile. It can only be you, and it can only be me. What are we to do? We better do something. Now picture your whole life. Tell me, is it pretty? Or is it struggle and strife? Well, baby, ain't that a pity? Strangers every day, I tell them things that they don't ask me to say. Sometimes I think I should just get away and find a new latitude, adjust my attitude. Man, I used to be such a happy dude. Goodbye to the old show, and hello brand new, 'cause I'm all out of ammo. It's just nice to see you. Ladies and gentlemen of season 6 of The Voice, Brian Pounds.
Also, speaking of Sarah Lounge,
Oh yeah, that's right. We did carry a residency there every Wednesday
for a long time.
for about a year or so, maybe even
What the
longer.
hang? I think longer.
Yeah, that was the hang days.
Love it.
Miss those days. Let's do it again.
We're doing it now.
Let's do it right now.
Season 5, you prick. Don't even know that.
Season 7
and
of
you asked me
American
to
Idol.
marry you?
MTV's The Challenge. Brian Pounds.
What was that show where guys used to go on dates, but then they would like press a buzzer and then
Next.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
yes.
Of course you know the answer to that. You
Yeah.
fucking nerd.
Well, I loved that show. It was great.
Room Raiders.
It was like Tinder but live.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Damn.
And next.
I'd just like to make a small complaint that James's guitar is a little bit louder than mine on stage. This is a song. These are all songs. Most of these are going to be songs, but this is a song that I wrote for 2 reasons. One was this fine group of folks here used to get called by a wonderful young gentleman
Yes.
named Tate Mayu to play this wonderful bar across the country, now probably a 30-minute drive to get to the Buzz Mill. And we used to play these song swaps, and they were fun. And there would be people there sometimes, and they seemed to not throw things at us. And so Tate started booking this place like, you know, you could have your own gig. And that was pretty intimidating because you had to have more than 4 songs. But Tate would call, you know, us up on like the day before and say, "Hey man, are you free?" Because he was the world's best booking agent. And I got a couple of those calls, and I felt honored. I really did. And I played, you know, a couple of gigs at the Buzz Mill, and I thought that they went fantastic, especially because when I played like the song swaps and everything, we had a great time. Everybody did. And so I played this gig at the Buzz Mill, great. Rebooked, no problem. Played the second gig at the Buzz Mill, great. No problem. Third gig, tried to rebook it, couldn't get a hold of Tate for weeks about wholly unrelated subjects. And finally, like 3 months later, Tate finally called me. He's like, hey man, how's the family? I'm like, I'm single, man. And it was a different time. And I said, you know, hey man, I'd really like to, I steered the conversation right there. I wasn't gonna play on this fake friend bullshit anymore. And I said, hey man, I'd really like to come back to the Buzzmill. And he said, well, I know that I've been dodging your calls, man. The owner says that you can't come back because your songs are too sad. And I had just written this song. That's reason number one. I had just written this song about my grandma who had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's back at the time. And we'd like gone up to North Carolina with my mom to bring her back home. And, you know, I wrote this very sappy thing. Very, not sappy, it's very, it means a lot to me. But, you know, I wrote this song about what it's like to wind down a life. And I wrote it the day before Tate Mayu told me that I couldn't come play his fucking coffee shop gig anymore. So you know what I did? I took this very sad song. It was very slow, very solemn, very, you know, endearing. I thought it was pretty good. And I made it arbitrarily fast. So this is my two-stepping song about my grandma that's got Alzheimer's. Featuring the wonderful Brian Broussard on the guitar in the key of A. Alright, yeah. If you can just play like the solo to Stairway to Heaven over the top of it, I appreciate that. That's what the record is, yeah. Well, North Carolina, nothing but a memory to me now. And I've got all my things, which ones to keep and which to throw out. And these white walls here show every imperfection. And I wonder why some strangers taking over my reflection. And I wonder what it is that I've gotten myself into. Well, I swear sometimes it's just like I'm losing you. Well, day breaks the mountain doors, sunlight warms in between blinds. And I never like the taste of coffee, even though I have a cup to try and pass the time. This place is fine night, it's too quiet for the morning. And this southern summer heat just keeps me up and leaves me alone. For a time when my memory gave me something to hold on to. But I swear sometimes it's just like I'm losing you. Well, I know you've been here, 'cause I can see your fingerprints on the glass. Not hard on your clothes. If you change your mind, you want to unpack. But see, I don't understand why you don't wanna stay. It's 'cause every time you leave, I'm like a ghost around this place. And I get tired and I find that it's myself that I've been talking to. But I swear
You know what the best part about having Alzheimer's is?
Oh my God.
You can hide your own Easter eggs. It's okay, my grandparents had it, I can tell that joke.
Oh, shit.
You were just waiting for that song to end, you know? I got the good one.
Yeah, I got a good one. Yeah. I almost said it before the song.
You didn't even take out like a harmonica. You didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
You should have just said that instead of the solo, you know? Joke solo.
So how about that weather, huh? It's, it's a hot one. I don't have AC in my car right now, so whenever I don't really go too many places these days, so whenever I got a call from the 6th runner-up of the 6th season of The Voice, Brian Pounds, I knew
It was like 24th in the 5th season.
that
You guys
call,
are fucking worst friends.
that call would not go unheeded. I said, yes, sir, I could be there at 6 o'clock. It's not actually the hottest time of the day, so. Oh, I'm gonna play a song here. It's a song I wrote, and well, I guess this goes out to all the people who blame their problems on things that the planets or the stars are doing, like my ex-girlfriend. We never really saw eye to eye.
You're a fucking Virgo.
Especially when she couldn't take responsibility for her own mistakes. It's called Point of View. When did everybody stop having fun? Am I too old? Am I too young? I could worry myself to death, but I think I'd rather not waste my breath. Let's all have an existential crisis, lead me to my own devices. Why does everything need an explanation? Oh, maybe shit happens with no correlation. The meaning of life has got you drinking, but you fall a little short in the critical thinking. You took a college course in philosophy, now you're a real free thinker and you're thinking for me. Neighborhood of D. My point of view is not the point of view. I care less what you think is true. My disagreement was not agreed, so forgive my lack of sympathy. When you quit your job, couldn't pay the rent. Mercury in retrograde is at it again. What else could be causing these complications? Ain't that a blissful misinterpretation? Hey there, darling, what's your sign? Thank you.
I know how to play in D. I'm a little offended that Brian gets to take all the solos.
That was not in D.
Your name's
He
Brian
said
D.
somewhere in the realm of D or something.
Yeah, I
but-
said in the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That was in D.
I don't live in that neighborhood. That's definitely an
That was D.
A. Yeah, maybe.
Trajectory. Total center.
My tuner right now
It says D.
is telling me D. Yep.
Yeah.
D.
You know what? I can see it from here.
I thought you were professional.
I know, me too.
Yeah, if you can't make a solo in D work over a song in A, then what the fuck are we even doing?
I don't know, man. I don't have any songs in D, so I'm gonna play one in B flat.
Don't worry, Brian, I got you. Please.
Whoever wants a solo can have it. Mr. Brian Pounds, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Super excited to be back here at Saxon Pub. Definitely one of my favorite gigs in town. Girl, I'm halfway to Houston. Girl, I'm halfway home to you. Girl, I'm halfway to Houston. Girl, I'm halfway home to you. I've been running around this new city, Lord, girl, I don't know what to do. So I'm headed down that road, see what that woman can do for me. So I'm heading down that road, see what that woman can do for me. Oh, just in time to ease my worried mind, I see them signs for I-10 East. Coming in on the 4, Brian. The 2. Oh, by the time I get to Houston, she packed up, moved all her things. Oh, by the time I get to Houston, she packed up, moved all her things. Been sitting out alone on her doorstep, some unpacked bags and a brand new ring. I guess I'll never leave this town, find some place to lay my head. I guess I'll never leave this town, find some place to lay my head. But now I'm halfway from Beaumont, I'll get my kids down there instead. Well, I ain't too far from a Beaumont bar, I'll get my kids down there instead. Back me up, Brian. There's a song called Halfway to Houston. Thanks for all the applause. I appreciate it, man. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that down there?
The suit really messes with your ability to play solos. I just want to throw that. It doesn't seem like it would, but these sleeves are kind of tight.
Constricting, yeah.
I thought you were in B flat, like, you know, the colloquial B flat.
Yeah.
You're like in like the music. No, I get what you're saying now.
I
get where you're going. Can we play it again?
Yeah, right now?
Yeah.
Let's do it at the end of the set. That'll be the sing along we do. Mr. Brian Pound's on lead guitar. I'll give him a hand.
Oh, don't clap. Don't clap.
That was good. That was like those guys in Guitar Center that are picking around over at the amps. And it's like
I had a lot of plans for that solo too. The capo, it wasn't tight enough.
Yeah, I know.
Never is. Alright, this is a song I wrote. It's dedicated to Brian Pounds. It's called One Long Sad Song. No one seems to understand. Somebody you always can. Hear me out and take me as I am. These troubles may be my own, but I'll never feel alone. When I drown a mountain stereo, and I put on one long sad song, no sign of an end. This awful sounds like a mood I'm in. Every note's got me sinking low.
My delay pedal wasn't working on that one. I had a really good solo. It sounds different with the delay pedal on it.
8 seconds. Anyways, that's a rodeo joke. I love playing that song with you all the time. I get to play that song.
I love that you sing it with me anytime.
Oh, thank you. That's one of those songs that I got to like see Kathryn do through like from the incubation of that song through like what it is now, which is like pretty awesome. You don't often get to see like that sort of inception of an idea. So yeah, I always really loved that song. Yeah, and I think we were like overlapping while we were recording, so I got to like sing on it, and you got to sing on my songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, let's do when I get around to it. You want to do some backing? All right, cool.
Well, is this where I'm supposed to be? Is all out for the best? Am I not trying hard enough? Is life some kind of test? Was there a turn somewhere I missed? Is there a better world than this? I think I'll take this bit by bit when I get around to it. Keeping up with my old friend when I get around to it. Checking on the folks every now and again when I get around to it. Ringing up an old flame from the past, reminding me why it couldn't last. Remembering how much time has passed when I get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around, oh, when I get around, oh, when I get around to it. Someday when I had enough, when I get around to it, I'm going to the interview my daddy said, when I get around to it. A 401k, benefits, quarter-acre yard, and a couple of kids. Gonna be someone respectable, yes! When I get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around, oh, when I get around, oh, when I get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around, oh, when I get around, oh, when I get around to it. Well, I guess I'm where I'm supposed to be, and all must be for the best. I'll never know whether or not I passed or failed some test. So don't let yourself become obsessed, worrying about everything you might have missed. 'Cause before you know it, well, that's it. You better get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around, oh, when I get around, oh, when I get around to it. You better get around to it, so you don't go out with regrets. Better get around to it before you're in the ground. Yeah, you better get around to it. I never got around to it. I never got around to it. I never got around it. Now I'm in the ground and I never got around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around to it. When I get around, oh, when I get around, oh, when I get around to it.
My dad's favorite song.
I have to tell you one of my favorite memories, not just about James, but just one of my favorite memories of being on the road ever. We went on a tour. Yeah, I mean it was like a week and a half. It counts.
Yeah.
We had a poster.
Yeah. It's sweet.
Had various clip art.
Yeah. We had a destination.
Yeah,
An
we had
anchor-
multiple destinations.
we had
an anchor date.
Yeah, we had an anchor date.
Anchor date, a couple of good fill dates, you know, really good. We felt like, you know, Merle Haggard and Merle Haggard's friend that just kept getting drunk all the time.
You can guess which one that was.
But we had a gig in Memphis. I don't know how I landed this gig. It is a beautiful room with like 500, you know, seats and cool little bar, and like Buddy Guy played there and everything, and then there was me and James.
Yeah, it was like a really nice restaurant.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But somehow, I think we got it in our heads. I think I had a guy that was gonna come see us. Like, he was like an industry dude, man. You know, we're in Memphis. This guy might, you know, change it up for us. So we were taking this gig seriously. Also, we were touring in a Ford Edge, and we had turned the back into a bed.
Living that honky-tonk dream.
We couldn't afford hotel rooms, so we did cuddle a lot. But we set the back of the Ford Edge into a bed, and then one of us would drive through the night, and then we'd take little shifts, and that's how you're really supposed to tour, man. That's how you get along to it. And then somebody in Memphis says they can make you a star, and all of a sudden it's an advantage to have a bed in the back of your Ford Edge. But I just remember, like, of all of the times we were finally gonna like take this gig super seriously. And so we were like we played, you know, 5 or 6 gigs together, kind of knew the thing, and I'd been like singing these haphazard harmonies on James's songs, and I remember it was like my favorite song of the set, and I was super into it, and finally he like gets into it, and he's about to hit that spot, and I just lean over and whisper, I was like, do you want me to do the harmonies? And it just goes very like intense, just it was my favorite thing that's ever happened on
Been
stage.
waiting for you to nail it ever since.
Oh, there you go, bring up the bed in the corner. The other thing, this pertains to the song. That was just a fun story. These are all fun stories. Just sober up. It's Monday. You didn't pay anything. Set your expectations low. One of the worst but best tours I ever went on was to West Texas, which that's a bad start. I went with you and Tate and Aaron McDonald. And I had gotten to the point that I was trying to, like, you know, pay my taxes and fill out a W-9 at gigs and shit. And then there was you three. Wouldn't stop talking about the meth you had just found. Like, should we do it, man? Should we not? It's fine. It's Breaking Bad was pretty popular.
That was cocaine.
Oh, it was cocaine. Well, see, that shows what I know about drugs, because you're not supposed to inject. Well, I don't know anything. I've seen Scarface a couple of times, but I always close my eyes at the bad parts.
It is you bury your face.
But we had a disagreement about money, which never happens on tour. And all 3 of them were against me, but I had a bachelor's degree, so I was convinced that I was right. And finally, like, we had, like, James and I just got in, like, an all-out fight. Not blows, but, like, mental blows. And at the end, he like, after 2 gigs, he kind of came up to me and was like, what the fuck's wrong? And I was like, well, I just found out that my wife's pregnant, and I think I'm taking this a little bit too seriously. And we had one of, like, the best heart-to-hearts that I've ever had. Then we all, driving back, told stories about girls that had left us while going into Lano. And talking about how bad
What are
we
like
were.
the epic ways we left?
Yeah, ethically sourced ways that we left people, but it was shortly after that song that I wrote this song, which is about my daughter. I feel like it would have been better to talk a lot about my daughter, but I just talked about James mostly. Oh yeah. Settle down, Kathryn. I know you have trouble trying to sleep. Well, the dark is a lonely place to be. When you open up your eyes, I'll be the first thing that you see. Darling, find yourself lying on the ground. And just to spite you, the world keeps spinning around. When the bastards got you down, and you're looking for relief, darling, I'll be here if you need me. Yeah, well, I know now that you don't mind me around. There may come a day that'll change, when the road you're on is a little far from home. I can be your shelter from the rain. There will be days when you don't know what to think, and I know that you have trouble saying what you mean. But if you ever need someone to sit and listen to you speak, darling, I'll be here if you need me. Yeah, well, I know now that you don't mind me around. There may come a day that'll change, when the road you're on is a little far from home. I can be your shelter from the rain. Someday when one turns into two, you find someone else's arms to fall into. Still you need someone to know most of your memories. Darling, I'll be here if you need me. Darling, I'll be here if you need me. Thank you.
That was really pretty.
I mean, it was in the back of my head like it always is. When you never forget the ones you really love, you know?
Did you audition for season 12 of American Idol with that song?
Not allowed to sing originals on American Idol, James, you know that.
So it was the voice then?
No, I tried out for American Idol on Zoom. Yeah, I swear to God. They were like singing to your computer, and I was like, all right. They're like, I made the like Hollywood thing. It wasn't like Hollywood, where Simon Cowell says, you're not good, but you're good. But they bring everybody to like California, except this was Denver. I don't know why. And they were like, you made it. You can come to Denver. You have to buy your own plane ticket. I was like, you guys are fucking, okay, fine, I'll do it then.
I mean, hopes and dreams are priceless.
For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Well, I've had several tours myself, and I guess fortunately I've never toured with any of these guys. But you run into your own stories. Nothing like sitting in the back of a Ford Edge. Yeah.
I do have a story about you.
It's very affordable. What?
Can I tell my story about you? It has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, of course.
One time, I called Garner to hang out, and he was like, okay, we can hang out, we can go get beers, and Garner's a solid drinker, he likes to make eye contact. And but I had to bring my wife because she wasn't working. So all three of us went, and then we decided we weren't done drinking when it was time to be done drinking, so we went back to my house,
real?
Yeah, I swear to God. And we fought so much over who was going to make spaghetti. We had an all-out, like, boxing out Shaq on Yao Ming fight over the pot about who was going to get to... You were in my fucking house, you son of a bitch. So I got so mad that I fell asleep. This is how I react to things. And then
Actually, I do remember that. Yeah,
I fell asleep, but then I woke up and I could just hear from the bottom of the stairs because like you were just there and you were drunk so you couldn't drive, so you were just there and you were playing the most awkward game of 7 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon with my wife at like 2:30, and you're like, I don't know, like Mia Farrow to Woody Allen to eating the worst spaghetti ever because you put a fucking egg in it, like a beginner. But I do like your songs.
I like to tap into my Italian roots. Actually, I don't have any Italian roots. I'm actually, my last name is Sloan, but the original name of my ancestors was Sloaninski, but we changed it when we came to the States because, you know, there's all these Polish jokes. It gets very tiresome, you know. It seems like you can't make jokes about anybody anymore except for the Polish, and like I take that to heart, you know. I'll give you an example, actually. It was just the other day. I go and order a Polish sausage, and the fella there at the counter says, "What are you, Polish or something?" I said, "Excuse me, sir. What am I, Polish?" It's like, now, if I would have came in here and ordered a German bratwurst, would that make me German? He says no. So what if I waltzed into here and ordered a Belgian waffle? Would that make me a Belgian feller? I says no. I said, sir, what if I sauteed over here and ordered a Caribbean jerk chicken? Would that make me Caribbeanese? I says no. I'm just trying to expand this guy's horizon, you know. This is the 21st century that we're living in, and you can't say this anymore. And I said, sir, good sir, what if I sashayed in here and order myself a Danish? Would that make me one of those Dane peoples? He said, well, sir, first of all, this is a hardware store. And that leads me into this next song. This is a song called New Theology, and well, it's about a guy who is a schizophrenic, and he goes to get better, and he ends up getting electroshock therapy, and he gets worse, and then shenanigans ensue. He decides to create his own religion. Okay. Woke up this morning. It's in the key. It's in the city of A. Woke up this morning. I was tied to the bed, not knowing where things went wrong. She was dressed in all white, and everything was too bright, but she was pretty, so I just played along. I said, this is kind of kinky, and my friends, they won't believe me. How the hell did I end up in this mess? She said, your memory is dated, your thoughts are overrated, and those voices, they just needed a rest. Well, they hooked me up to that ECT. I guess I'm going for one last ride. Well, 400 volts running through my skull. I'll see you on the other side. Day they put me back on the streets. The nurses told me that it's time for me to live a normal life. I could get a job in sales, I could finally pay my bills, and tell myself I'm happy in this personal hell. But there's a feeling things are different down this brand new path. I got it all figured out, it's a simple math. So if my mother or my father calls, and that's how say the voices must have come back and they brought their friends. But I'm not crazy, no, I'm not mad. I got a new revelation like you never had. Epiphanies are useless if you never felt sad this way. Well, I'm telling everybody that they're doing it wrong. If they could only see it my way, then it wouldn't be long. I said you can hear them too, all you do is let it through. Just open up your brain and let the voices sing. Well, they tell me not to listen, but I'm paying close attention. I took the drugs they gave me, now I ever would. They say it's my condition, I call it premonition. I got God on the line and it's my turn. So all you junkies and girls turning tricks, if you hear me, there's a cheaper way to get your fix. Schizophrenia is just another word for additional friends. Broussard out here.
I'm gonna take it.
So if you want it, you can take it. Otherwise, just forget it. When you see me on the TV, then you'll know that you'll regret it. It's too hard to be a Muslim. You can eat your carrot and bacon. The Christians and the Jews, they all control the news. Well, my way is much more easy, but no one will believe me. They say it's just my very own manipulative scheming. But I tell you right now that you don't even have to pray. Just send a little money, you can join today. So close your eyes and follow me. I got a new interpretation to theology. We can be happy, we can be tax-free this way. Well, bless my heart and bless my soul. Don't you know I didn't ask for this? Call it a mental disorder, but I only followed orders from the voices that were in my head. Well, you tell me all your prophets speak the truest of the gospel, but their thoughts are just as crazy as mine. So if you listen to me and you paid your fee, I'll see you on the other side. Thank you, everyone.
Garner, Sloan, everybody. That was a mouthful, man.
It gets the best of me sometimes.
This was good. Y'all give a big hand for Miss Kathryn Legendre, James Moritz, Brian Pounds, Garner Sloan. It really is cool getting to get back and do this because, I mean, we spent so many nights on stage just getting to do this thing, and it's just cool, man. I feel like we're kind of bringing it back to about 6 or 7 years ago. I mean, of course, yeah, but we were doing it, you know.
Rip tape.
Yeah. Should we do a song for Tate?
Yeah.
Let's do one of Tate's songs. Help me out in the key of E. Key of E. Let's just keep it easy.
F sharp, right?
Okay, let's do it in F sharp. We have to do it in F sharp if it's a Tate song. Yep, that's Tate. It would be like just the goofiest riffs that are cool, you know, but I'm like, I never would have thought of that. This is a song for Tate Mayu, who should be here tonight, but he lives in Nova Scotia or something. I'm all your daddy's worst nightmares, all just That's why the first time he saw me, he gonna run upstairs, y'all, go and grab his gun. I'm reckless, I'm drunk, cool and handsome. I can love you all morning, mama, hell and then some. I got weed and wine and cocaine in the rum. I'm a reckless, I'm drunk, cool and handsome. Yeah, the stars at night, yeah, they're all big, oh, and bright. Deep in the heart of this man, I can kiss you on your lips, girl, sleep in your bed. Come tomorrow morning, I'm gone like a Peter Pan. How reckless, I'm drunk, cool and handsome. I can love you all morning, mama, and then some. I got a weed and wine and cocaine and rum. I'm a reckless, I'm drunk, cool and handsome. Garner, Sloan. Mr. Brian Pounds at the Guitar Center guitar area. All right, Kathryn, take one.
I'm drunk, cool and handsome. I can love you all morning, mama, and then some.
I got a weed and wine and cocaine and rum. I'm reckless, I'm drunk, cool and handsome. Yeah, I'm reckless, I'm drunk, cool and handsome. La, la, la. That's from Mr. Tate Mayu all the way in Connecticut. If he was in town, he would be here tonight, no doubt about it.
Is Connecticut still a state?
It is, man. If you guys like what you hear tonight, we're playing for tips, so y'all be sure to help us out. Brian Pounds now has 2 kids. I thought you only had 1.
I still got the one. I'm just trying to.
Okay. So,
No, it's polygamy I'm getting into. I'm trying to marry James.
okay, cool.
Did you buy another?
James has a kid now.
No, the tips weren't very good last week.
Garner does not have kids, right?
No.
But you have a bar now,
Yeah, I got
which is a
one
kid.
Get in the game, dude. What are you doing?
And
Impregnate
Kathryn and I have a
somebody.
real special announcement tonight. We've been saving it for tonight. We don't have any kids, so yes.
Well, I had been
thank you.
thinking, like, you know what the black market is now, paying for a white baby. It's a lot. It's good. It's good money. So.
Especially Polish babies. I don't want the dainty knees.
All right, y'all want to hear a sad song or a sad song? All right, thank you. Needed that. It's gonna help me decide.
Anything you got
Which
about
song to
Poland
play?
is fine.
Thank y'all for putting up with our shenanigans. It's
I
good
feel
to
like I've
shenan.
only laughed up here. The songs flew by. I've just been laughing. But I like it. Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Thank you.
Thank you for dancing. That was awesome. Of course, Tate's song got dancers. So I'm gonna play a waltz. It's the sad song, in case you were wondering. This one I wrote. sun hits your shoulders, you feel my touch, you dial my number when you pay too much, or have you forgotten me? 'Cause I sit at this bar, stare at the wall. I try hard to not think about you at all. My mind's a prison, and I can't get free. All you is tortured as I seem to be. Or have you forgotten me? You taste my lips on the end of your smoke. When you say my name, is it enough to choke? Or have you forgotten me? When you reach for your wallet to pay for your round, does my picture slip out and fall to the ground? Or have you forgotten me? 'Cause I sit at this bar, stare at the wall. I try hard to not think about you at all. My mind's a prison, and I can't get free. All you is tortured as I seem to be. Or have you forgotten me? As I sit at this bar and stare at the wall, I try hard to not think about you at all. My mind's a prison, and I can't get free. All you is tortured as I seem to be. Or have you forgotten me? Well, I try to ask God, but even He don't know why. You get your thrill just flirting with goodbye. Or have you forgotten me? Or have you forgotten me?
Ladies and gentlemen, Fleetwood Mac.
Buckingham Nicks, get it right. With a lot less violence. Sorry. Ugh. Sorry, Lindsay.
All right.
Everyone knows.
We have
Everyone
time.
knows.
We have time for one last song, and
Oh.
as much as like I'm an egomaniac, I love your songs, and so
Do you
everybody.
Wanna, do you wanna do the
no.
harmonies?
Yes, I
Oh,
got.
are we doing
I
Black
was
and
gonna
White?
say you can have the last song if I can do the harmony.
You wanna do the
Black and
harmonies,
White?
don't you?
Yeah. I need to practice though.
That's cool because I need it too.
I mean, like after the gig.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like right now. This is not working. Well, anyways, I want to thank Brian Pounds for having me
Thanks,
back.
Brian.
Me too. Having all of us
Thanks for
back.
bringing us together, man.
It
And
was-
thank you, Saxon.
It was one of those things where, you know, you get a text message and you're actually excited about it. And so, yeah, I responded
It's
with
one that
an
you reply to
emoji.
immediately. You don't wait 3 hours. You're like,
Because
oh,
that's
just
what we do
this.
nowadays.
Yeah, what does the eggplant mean?
I'll show you later.
And the
So this
edge.
is a song called Married That Man. It's Brian Pound's favorite song.
fucking love this song.
Well, I guess she went off and married that man, and I thought I made such a good impression. Didn't think that she could ever forget me being such a man in high esteem. So what are you gonna do now, baby, with all the nights I drove you crazy? I guess she went off and married that man. Well, I guess she went off and married that man, the one that made her laugh in all of the pictures. Didn't think that anybody could make her so happy, especially anybody but me. So what are you gonna do now, baby, with all the nights I hesitated? I guess she went off and married that man. Well, I guess she went off and married that man, the one that made a much better impression. And she did just go off and forget me, and carried on with her life all the same. So what am I gonna do now, baby, with all the nights I called you baby? I guess she went off and married that man.
Put your hands together, freeloaders! Brian Broussard, Kathryn Legendre, Broussard, James Moritz, Mr. Garner, Sloan. My name's Brian Pound. You guys have been fantastic. We'll be here again in 2 weeks. We'll hope to see you all again. Have a good night.